Hi, this is Pastor Steve with an encouraging word. Did you know the Eskimos have about 40 or 50 words they say to describe snow? All these different words, many of them hybrids, compound words, to describe snow. But I guess if snow is important to you, you like to find the best ways to describe it. The same is true for worship, for we who follow Jesus, who are God's children, His people. Worship's important to us. And even the Hebrew Bible, the Old Testament, they had about 16, maybe 18 words for worship, 9 of those being the most important or basic. And one of those words is barak, to kneel down. It's to recognize God for who God is, Lord of all, He the Creator, and in turn recognizing that makes us the creation. He is most important, and us maybe not so much so. And to recognize that, when we do that, that's worship. Let me read a passage from Psalm 95, verses 1 and 7. It will help illustrate what I'm talking about. Oh, come, let us sing to the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Let us come into His presence with thanksgiving. Let us make a joyful noise to Him with songs of praise. For the Lord is a great God and a great King above all gods. In His hand are the depths of the earth. The heights of the mountains are also His. The sea is His, for He made it, and the dry land which His hands formed. Oh, come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker, for He is our God, and we are the sheep of His pasture and the sheep of His hand. Do you see the recognition for who God is, the King of all gods, the creator of the heavens and the earth, who holds the sea in His hands, the mountains as well, the earth, the dry land? He made them all. And so we come and bow down. We kneel, we barak, we worship before this God who is so immense, so strong, so mighty. We do it on Sunday mornings at times when we sing hymns like Holy, 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 or This is my Father's world. It's a recognition that God's the one in control, and in turn, we are not the ones. And so when we make that connection, when we have that realization, we worship. Now, it can take place on a Sunday morning when we're gathered together or even sheltered away. But it also takes place each time during the week when we realize we need to let go of a situation or problem. Let God be God, and we'll give it to Him. It's when we surrender our will to God's will and forgive that person we need to forgive, or let go of that thing that's holding us back. Each time we let go, each time we kneel down, we recognize God as God. We worship. So it's a great word. It's a great word picture of what it means to worship God. We don't have kneelers at our church. Some churches do. But kneeling's not just a posture of the body, it's also one of the heart as well. It's an attitude that says, God's God and I'm not. He's the Lord of lords, and I'm the one who worships Him. I'm the one who bows down before Him. So when you think about worship, think about the times you have to make a choice of letting go or recognizing God as God, following His will rather than your will, going His way, not your own way. That you're kneeling down, you're submitting, you're obeying. And whether you do it in words or actions or just that attitude of heart that maybe no one knows but you or God, then you're worshiping. It's a worship God receives. And it helps us connect, helps us become more aware. It opens our eyes and creates new possibilities, as worship always does. That's a word of encouragement today about worship from Pastor Steve.